Hi, and welcome back to Highest Light Consciousness. My name is Linda, and this channel is about helping you illuminate the light within you that empowers you to live in your highest light consciousness. Welcome back. Welcome to anybody new to the channel. This is a fairly new channel. I'm working on several things for everyone. One is going to be a free guided meditation for you. And I think I'm also going to be offering some other things as well. We're working on all that, as well as getting Instagram going and a dedicated Facebook page. So that way you'll be able to what's called direct message me. If people have questions, if they want to book a session with me where I go through a clearing and healing process with you, I'm able to also have psychic capabilities. If you're struggling with maybe you've lost a loved one, there's a lot going on in the world right now. And because of that, because of this shift in consciousness as a planetary system, each of us has our own level of consciousness and our own things that might be bubbling up to the surface to be seen, felt, heard, understood, and healed, as well as in the collective consciousness of humanity. So with that today, I wanted to talk more about triggers and how to walk those up or how to get out of those if you end up in what's called a triggered state, which means sometimes it almost feels like a switch that just flips like that. And it could be something that someone's saying to you. Remember, things happen not to you, but for you. But there's a lot of things that will demand to be healed right now and seen, felt, heard, and understood, so you can raise your level of conscious up. Things from the past. If this is all new to you, if you haven't done what's called inner work, where you heal maybe broken relationships, maybe things, and it could be things that have been going on, your whole life. It doesn't matter. I promise you, you have the power to shift it. And most of the time, I'm also going to be drawing a card I've drawn a great card, it's perfect, from the Well-Being deck from the Teachings of Abraham. We're talking about deliberate creation, about how you create your own reality. It's a great card. I'll get into that more at the end. But a lot of the times, what you experience in life has much to do with where your frequency is at and what you're bringing to the table, especially when it comes to relationships. So, and I've learned this from personal experience, but also from helping other people, from many different experiences, that like I said before, you can have 10 people and they all go through the same experience and they're all going to come out with a different story, with a different understanding, with a different experience, because they're all bringing something different to the table, right? If someone feels like, I just feel like just this, people are out to get me. They're always out to get me, and they just want things from me, and and if that's someone's vantage point, and that's fine, it's all valid. There is love and support here. This is never a negative connotation to anything, anyone, any belief system, anything. There is love and support for everyone here. All opinions are valid, all feelings are valid, all perceptions are valid, okay? So it's all good here. But as an example, if someone feels like that all the time and they go into different situations, they're going to get a totally different experience than fast forward to someone else who they've done a lot of inner work, they understand who they are, they feel like, they have genuine love for people, in general, and they feel like most people are good-hearted, and they wield these tools and their light within them, that sword within you, that power within you, and they understand how to wield that. When they say they need something at a store, they need some help, before you ever go in there, Just don't go in there willy-nilly. Before you go in there, especially if you're a highly sensitive empath or you're an empath and all of that, where we can pick up other people's, stuff that's going on, not only their stuff, but it could be a thought form. We're going to be talking about that today too. That's much to do with triggers and how to walk up out of these, but I'm giving you some life examples. You're going into a store, shield yourself. We talked about shielding. Put up a light shield around yourself before you ever set foot in that store. Have you meditated that day? Take 5 minutes, even 5 minutes, 2 minutes. It's better than nothing. I know everybody's busy. I understand. I get it. Trust me. I hear you. 10 minutes to 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Do the best you can. Do some deep breathing. And when you go in the store, say, I am going to find exactly what I need, and I'm going to find the perfect person to help me. And it's going to be peace, love, and joy. And I'm going to have an awesome experience. And it's going to be great. I'm going to be able to get to meet people, most likely with a mask on, and everything. Mine has cats on it. My sweet friend made one for me with cats on. But so, you go in there like that. Now that's going to be a different, I promise you, try this. Try doing it. Whether it's dealing with, family relationships with other people, maybe your significant other, whoever it may be, the same thing. I promise you, do that process, because remember, you're creating your own reality. So if you go in there kind of prepped, and you've meditated, it's going to raise your vibration, your frequency, remember, and all that, I promise you will have a different experience. But you also have to believe it too. I mean, because the law of attraction, you can say something all day long, but if you don't believe it, and you don't think it's real, the law of attraction is going to listen to how you feel and what you really think. Sometimes there's a fake it till you make it. Process. Sometimes you just kind of say it and you just keep saying it. It's like a belief. It's just a thought that you keep thinking. Okay, so try that out. Promise you'll have a different experience. Remember, you command your experience. You're creating your reality, and you have the power to shift it. I don't care if you've had relationships with people for your whole life that have been tumultuous. It's because, especially if it's family, remember, you chose to be here, and I know that's hard. Sometimes it's hard to hear. You chose to be here, and you also chose your family, and you did it for specific reasons. I promise you, it's the truth. And when you look at it that way, and you step back, and you observe things, not be in it. Your ego is designed to keep you safe, okay? But it will want to be right all day long, and 10 times on Sunday, or 6 ways on Sunday, how they say it, all the time, every day. So you have to kind of get out of that, step back and observe things. When things happen, learn from them. If you have a trigger and it spirals out of control, it's okay. We're all human, right? We're all in this together. We're all not perfect. I'm not perfect. Anyone that knows me knows that. Comment down below. No. It's all good here. So if you have a trigger, say just to make you laugh. Laughing raises your vibration as well. It's a good thing. So I use that with my patients all the time. But so, it's like, so when you have a trigger, if it spirals out of control, it's all right. Learn from it, right? If you can catch it, awareness is one of the biggest things. If you can catch it before it spirals out of control, it's like that switch that flips. Bloop. Sometimes it's like that. Recognize it. Go to the bathroom. I'm back to the bathroom. The bathroom is a great solace sometimes, It's a great thing to just be able to get out. Take a few deep breaths. I promise you it will change it. Just breathe in deep through your nose, out through your mouth. Do it 3 times. Say return to center. And because try and get back in your alignment. If you can catch it before it totally spirals out of control, and say, what is going on? What is it? Is that mine? Is that me? What, is it something I'm bringing to the table? Or could you have hit a thought form? Thought that you think, thought form. Thought form. Thought forms is part of the clearing and healing process. Thought forms are sort of these big things, something to be afraid of. There's no fear here, because you have the power to shift that too, which a lot of us are doing that kind of work. Anybody that is, understands how to, light workers, all that, A lot of us, that's what we're doing right now to help the collective consciousness of humanity. But as you work on your things in your life, it affects the collective consciousness of humanity. Say you had something happen and you're angry, and maybe it's from something in your past when you were a kid. Maybe you have a trigger from that, and you're angry. You could not just have your own stuff, but if it's really bad, you could have hit a thought form that the collective consciousness of humanity has. And a lot of that is bubbling up right now, and it needs to be healed with what's going on so that we can all shift into this fifth dimensional state of consciousness as human beings together collectively. But you may hit one of those and it will be strong. They are strong, but you can still walk it up, right? But awareness is the biggest key to that. And like I said, it doesn't matter. Somebody, you know what your truth is, okay? You know what the truth is. And I understand that sometimes things can be factually, you're accused of stuff and it's not even factually correct. Trust me, been there, done that. But what does it matter? That's the ego. Want to be right all day long, right? Who cares if somebody says something? If it's a legal matter, you have to do what you have to do, right? But you stand in your truth. You know what the truth is. And a lot of these techniques I'm talking about will help you with anything, whether it's legal, not, sometimes, and a lot of these are fear-based triggers. They're not real. They're memories. It feels real. I understand. It feels real. And it can make you feel really bad. It can make you feel physically like really bad, emotionally, physically, the whole thing. But a lot of the times it's not real. It's based off of fear, okay? And fear is, it is one of those, one of the lowest states of consciousness. It's one of the lowest levels of consciousness. And like I said, the ego has much to do with that, And so if you notice, so I'm telling you that so that you can what's called transmute that. And that is asking, there's help that you can call in. The fairies, remember nature's angels? They're master transmuters of negative energy. And I know there are people that can actually visually see them sweeping. They do sweeping when they do their work. And you can call them in on your behalf. Remember, it's free will. Law of free will. It's a universal law. You have to ask for their help. But your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, remember your loved ones, and your family that has crossed over already, they're there. They can help you depending on where they're at with things. Absolutely. Most of them are waiting for you to ask for their help. If I could be so bold as to say that. And your higher self. Ask your higher self, and you just ask for that to be transmuted. There's also archangels. Michael is chief over protection. The original authentic Archangel Michael. Where we're at right now, you can have interference from lower vibrational tricks, what's called trickster beings. It's nothing to be afraid of. You just have to be aware of it. And just know when you're asking, it's always for your highest good. When you're calling on angels, and remember, there's also fallen angels, but always for your highest good. This is one of the things that I can teach you how to do. If we do sessions, all that, I'm going to be talking about it on the channel as well to help you. Just so you know. But Archangel Raphael, chief over healing. Call them in, call them in and say, I'm going to also be talking about in the next video, I'm going to do that today, about a method of asking questions and getting answers. And it can be questions about physical things. It can be questions about things right here that I'm talking about. Is this my stuff? Am I generating this? Or is this maybe a thought form? Or is this maybe from another direction? And thought forms, you just ask for them to be transmuted. What transmutation is it means that it takes something of a negative frequency and it changes it into positive. It takes negative, this is energy when we're talking about this. Negative energy turns it into positive energy. That's what you ask for. Ask for it. I promise you it will make a difference in your life. Okay, but remember, when you're not in alignment, you really can't be much help to anyone else, right? And your alignment is when you're in you feel good, happy, bliss is nice, but when you're in your center, when you're calm, when you're focused, when you're, when you're able to focus, when you're in your center. And as you have awareness and pay attention to these things, I promise it will change your life. I promise you, it will change your life. I want to show you the card I have today. Okay, so remember the process for getting answers to questions, and I believe it's as you tap into your own intuition, because everything that you need is already within you. Everything that you need is already within you. Just remember that. So this is a great card. Honestly, it doesn't get any better than this. This is awesome. Okay, so okay. So let me just okay. I hope you can see that okay. The law of attraction, the most powerful universal law, is my friend. The law of attraction, the most powerful universal law, is my friend. Okay? That's a great affirmation. I'm gonna read you the back of it. This is a lot of what we've been talking about. You create with your every thought. You create with your every thought. By the universal law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn. You are attracting the essence of whatever you are giving your attention to, wanted or unwanted. I'm going to read it again. The law of attraction, the most powerful universal law, is my friend. You create with your every thought. By the universal law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn. You are attracting the essence of whatever you are giving your attention to, wanted or unwanted. Goes back to the to the example I gave of money. So even though you're saying, I want money, I need money. If I only had more money, like that. Even though you feel like you're making your request known, you're beating the drum of lack. That's what you don't want, right? So when you're thinking about creating your reality, I'm going to keep hammering this here for a while, because it's that important for your life and for your life experience. Remember, life experience, you have creational opportunities. Look at these upsets or things, if you have a trigger, it's all right. We're all human, right? Trust me, we are all human. And there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in the world. And look at them as creational experiences. They're creational opportunities for you to learn from, make it better, right? And the other thing I wanted to mention before I get into this is the belief that you, no matter what happens, you are not going to allow yourself to not be in alignment, to not be in your power. No matter what happens, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, you're not going to allow yourself to not be in your alignment. And when you come at it like that, your awareness is going to be keen as to what is going on, and you'll be much more apt to catch things before they go, well, I could do, kind of a thing. I can spiral out of control, But so back to the money example. So you want to create your reality. Remember, yesterday or what is old news, right? Focus on how you want things to be, on how you want people to treat you. Focus. It doesn't matter how they've treated you in the past. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can shift it. You have the power to shift it. I promise you it's true. And you focus on how you want things to be. They are going to treat me with kindness, with compassion, with respect and decency. And so it is. Shielded, go in there and go in there with love, with love in your heart. Because remember, everyone's, we're all in this school together. We're all learning together. It's not easy. There's a lot going on in the world. I'm here with love and support for everyone. So I hope that helps. Comment down below. I hope everybody's having a great day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to leave you with much love, light, and peace. And I'm going to be coming back on today with that process for helping you ask questions and get answers. And that will greatly help you as far as guidance on your way. And And so I'll leave you with that, and I'll say bye for now. I'll say bye for now.